Ball State Sports LinkedIn, presented by First Merchants Bank.
Welcome to this installment of Ball State Sports LinkedIn for March 16th, 2010. I'm James Ryder. The softball team is currently heating it up. Over the team's spring break, it was more than the weather in Clearwater, Florida that was warm. But the softball squad is red hot, posting shutouts in 2 of the 3 weekend games by defeating Temple 7-0 and knocking off Stony Brook by a final score of 8-0. The team is now on a 7-game winning streak and won 8 of their 9 games over spring break. With the games this weekend, ace pitcher Elizabeth Million improved to 11-1 on the season. Million has recorded 111 strikeouts this season, bumping her career total to 567. Leaving her 61 strikeouts shy of the school record set by Ball State's ace pitcher Bernie Kaufman, who took the mound for the Cardinals from 1986 to 1989. Overall, the softball team improves to 15-5 on the year. Next up for the Cards, they travel to Columbia, Missouri for their next tournament. The other Ball State team that plays on a diamond is Greg Beal's baseball bunch. They too went south for their spring break. The baseball team was able to knock off Lipscomb on Saturday, and on the year, the team is 5-11. In the win against Lipscomb, Ball State had 4 different players with 2 RBI. This marked the last tournament for the team, and they next have a 3-game set with Louisville in Kentucky. The volleyball team also was in a warm destination for their spring break. Joel Walton's squad had 3 straight matches played on the West Coast. First was a conference match against the Grand Canyon Antelopes. Trailing 2-1, the Cardinals rallied to reel off the 3-2 win. Matt Sprigg led 3 Cardinals in double figures with a match-high 13 kills. J.D. Gasparovic and Jamian Hartley each added 12 kills. Hartley chipped in a career-high 12 digs, while Billy Evil led all players with 15 digs. The next 2 matches for the Cards featured 2 teams ranked in the top 8 in the country. The first of the 2 ranked opponents for BSU was number 8 UCLA. Ball State suffered a tough 3-0 loss at the hands of the Bruins in Pauley Pavilion. The Cardinals were close in games 1 and 3, dropping only by a score of 30-26 and 30-27 respectively. And the last of the 3 matches for the Cards, they traveled to Malibu, California to take on the number 2 Pepperdine Waves. Despite an inspired performance from freshman Larry Rather, the men's volleyball team suffered a 3-0 loss. Rather finished the match with a team-high 10 kills and 6 digs while adding a pair of blocks. With the loss, the Cards dropped to 10-7 overall. The Cardinals will finish a 5-game road stretch this weekend against Rutgers Newark and George Mason. And finally, for the men's and women's basketball teams, their seasons are over. The women's team lost in the quarterfinals of the MAC tournament to Toledo by a final score of 62-51. Ball State had 2 players named to an All-MAC team, and junior Emily Maggart, who managed 12 points and 6 rebounds, was named to the All-MAC second team. While senior Audrey McDonald received an All-MAC honorable mention, she was able to score 13 points and grabbing 6 rebounds in the loss. The game marked the last of her collegiate career at Ball State. The other senior for BSU was Danielle Gratton, who has battled through injuries the majority of the season and managed to battle back in the game to add 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. And for the men's team, their season ended in the first round of the conference tournament. The Cards lost to Ohio in overtime by a final score of 85-77. Ball State's overtime loss was to the eventual MAC tournament champion Bobcats. For the 2 seniors on Ball State's men's team, it marked their last collegiate games for Ball State. Senior Brawley Chisholm finished his final game with 3 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And senior Terrence Watson scored 14 points and grabbed 6 rebounds and added an exclamation point to the season. It was this slam dunk that Ball State fans in attendance won't soon forget. That does it for this edition of LinkedIn, and once again, we'd like to thank First Merchants Bank for all they do for us. You can visit them at firstmerchants.com. I'm James Ryder. Now you are LinkedIn.